Okay, folks, I'm here for a mini review of a really terrible, terrible, terrible movie. And I'm literally telling you the truth when I say it's one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life. And the movie is called The Giant Gila Monster. I think that's how you pronounce Gila. Gila? Gila? It is awful with no redeeming values whatsoever. Not even in the so bad it's good vein. Now, let me tell you why I'm bringing this up now. I bought this Blu-ray, which is a Blu-ray of the Giant Gila Monster, okay? But look here in the corner. It also contains a bonus restored HD print of The Killer Shrews. Now, I bought this for The Killer Shrews because The Killer Shrews, that's a movie for another day. While that's also a, quote, bad movie, yeah, it's bad on a technical level, but you know what? It's a lot of fun and highly entertaining. You've all heard of the expression, a movie that's so bad it's good. There were a lot of movies from the 1950s like these where they're so bad and incompetent or cheesy or whatever that they're good. And the old saying also is one thing you don't want to commit is the cardinal sin of being dull or boring. And that's what the Giant Gila Monster is. So I got this for the bonus feature. I can't believe they're considering the Killer Shrews a bonus feature because to me it's far superior of the two here. It's almost thrown on as an afterthought. As a matter of fact, on the spine here it just says the Giant Gila Monster. It doesn't give you both titles on here. All right, let me talk a little bit more about this, and I get to a point. I saw this movie about I'm going to say 12 years ago, I think it was, and I took some notes on it. Okay, I have my notes here. These are notes from 2013. I put it on the Giant Gila Monster just to see the quality, and I got to really give it to this company. I'm going to give it props where they deserve. Film Masters. Okay, they did a phenomenal job restoring the movie, even for a movie that is better off left in the garbage. Now, I'm trying to be funny here to bring home a point. Really, in my heart of hearts, no, I don't really believe that. I think every movie, whether it's a classic 4-star movie, 5-star movie, whatever, or whether it's a dog, 1-star movie, still deserves to look its best, the best quality. So they went all the way to the masters for this 4K scan from the 35 millimeter archival materials, all the way to the archives for this piece of crap. Okay, it's also presented in two versions. You can watch Giant Gila Monster in 1:8:5:1, which is the normal rectangular wider screen format that it was shot in, or you could opt to watch it in the other format where we saw it on television, possibly some of us as kids, the 1.33:1 square box format. Two options for this thing. It's incredible. Also, there's a trailer restored. The trailer is also restored, believe it or not, 35 millimeter. There's a commentary on here by, I don't know all the people here, Larry Stroll, James Gonis, Sean Sheridan, and also Matt Weinhold from the Monster Party podcast. Hello out there if you're watching, all right? That's not all. Also is an archival interview with the leading actor from this movie, and I use that term very loosely, Don Sullivan. And he's interviewed by the author Brian Sen, who's written some good books. I'll give Brian Sen that. But what I'm saying is, all these bells and whistles, all this meticulous restoration for a movie that sucks. Okay, this is a really bad 50s monster yarn. And it doesn't even have the courtesy of, like I said, of being so bad it's good. It's supposedly a gigantic monster roaming about a small Texas town, but in reality it's just a normal-sized, seldom-seen lizard. And it's shot against some pretty unconvincing tiny miniatures. It's dismal acting. The dialogue sometimes seems ad-libbed. Don Sullivan is a real drag as the lead teenager. Yeah, I'm gonna even let the lawnmower ruin this video. I don't care. As the lead teenager, in quotes, named Chase, He drives his hot rods. This is like a hot rod movie, and he seems to be everyone's hero in this movie. And he comes off as more dependable than the dense sheriff in this movie. He plays guitar, Chase does, and he sings a really cringe-worthy feel-good song with lyrics that go something like, and the Lord said, laugh, children, laugh. Laugh, children, laugh. And it's repeated over and over again. This is not really rock and roll. We're not talking about, Bebop-A-Lula in here or something, or Alley-Oop. We're talking about a really, like, stupid, wholesome song. And it's not once in the song, but they do it twice. Even sung at the local so-called sock hop. You get this. Wow, what a groovy song, man. Dig that crazy beat. It's unendurable. When I saw this movie in 2013, I gave it 0 out of 4 stars, a bomb. And it's one of the worst movies I've ever seen. When people ask me from now on, what's some of the worst movies you've ever seen? I can't always recall, because there have been a lot. Totally worthless, not even fun, like other films are. You got films like The Killer Shrews, which I mentioned, and you've got films like Attack of the Giant Leeches. These are all really bad 50s, early 60s types of movies, but yet they're still fun. Managed to make it fun. Nothing's going on here in this thing. Nothing. And watching a little bit of it last night just to check out the quality, which was admittedly good for the restoration, only brought back horrible memories of this dog. If it was any other movie, I would redo it with these lawnmowers out here, but for this one, who needs a perfect video?